Hey guys, Andy, yeah, and spoken label. My friend here, the wonderful Caroline England. Caroline is now going to do a little bit from her current novel. Over to you, Caroline.
Right, this is the prologue of The Return of Frankie Whittle. I peer into the black night. The stillness and silence feels oppressive, and despite the balmy air, I have a horrible sensation that someone is behind me, their bony fingers reaching to drape an icy blanket across my spine. Suddenly terrified, it's a stony-faced matron or an inmate risen from the dead. I force my feet to inch around. Only emptiness ricochets off the old buildings and bricks, the walkways and the perfect maze of trimmed green, thank God. Yet my stomach clenches at the thought. Emptiness, isolation, seclusion. I shake off the ridiculous alarm and reinstate my resolve. But as I put one foot in front of the other, the notion of someone or something watching and wheezing from the ancient enclosures again prickles my skin. I creep past the sleeping gatehouse, along the silvery path to the chapel, then I climb up the steps and peer through the panelled window. Though my hot, nervy breath clouds the glass, there's no one in the lobby area from what I can glean, so I shift across to the entrance and cautiously press down the handle. The door that's never locked reassuringly opens, so I enter and listen for movement. Satisfied that nobody's on the ground level, I tiptoe across the plush carpet, past the aged font to the open staircase at the rear. As noiselessly as I'm able, I steal up in the darkness to a first floor landing. Voices echo from the walls, so I stock still, and strain to hear over the loud thump of apprehension in my ears. The conversation's too muffled to make out, but it's coming from the right, so I turn the other way and squint through the gloom. Part of me wants to bolt out and escape whilst I can, but there's a doorway and it's ajar. My pulse revving from intrigue and fear, I sneak across the floorboards, edge into a vaulted room and glance around. Though moonlight shines through the arched casement, it takes a moment to adapt to what I'm seeing. The centre contains an adult-sized cot, for want of a better description. I stare, bemused. Is it a disabled person's bedroom? That would explain why I've never seen hide nor hair of them. No, it's too whitewashed and clinical for that. And besides, the bed is adjustable and surrounded by monitors and machines. I take in a wheeled unit with a perspex rectangle on the top and a wall-mounted fridge beyond it. Almost mesmerised, I move to a glass door and squint at the rows of drug vials inside. The labels are handwritten, and as I strain to read them, foreboding trickles through me. What the hell? They're neatly marked with percentages of morphine and other drugs, and someone's initials. Rotating again, my gaze lands on a tray of methodically placed surgical items. Suture packets, kidney bowls, scissors, and a row of metal tools. I pick one up and frown. They appear to be very large spoons or tongs, but why would they be freeze-wrapped? Realization finally cracking, I drop them. Good God, they're birthing forceps, and this is a delivery suite. My eyes slide to what I've already seen, yet not fully absorbed. Noise-cancelling earphones, a padded head restraint and blindfold, harnesses and straps for wrists, ankles and knees. I swallow hard. Though it looks more like a ward in a lunatic asylum, this room is a secret venue for childbirth. I gape at the leather shackles again. Why the hell would any woman agree to these? Ba-bum.
I muted myself then for a second as well then. Dun, 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 as I would say. Yeah, great stuff indeed, that Caroline. So, do you find when you do your readings for your audiences? So I'm always a believer when you read stuff out, your books come to life in a different way. And do you find that when you're reading it out, suddenly looking at your audience, for example?
Yeah, I mean, people are very intensely listening because I think it's quite hard to listen for a long time, but I think for a short prologue, they're really, really listening and paying attention. It's great. And hopefully, obviously, hooking them into buying the book, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's fantastic stuff indeed. So brilliant stuff indeed. Well, thank you again for that today, Caroline. Excellent stuff. Now, people are wondering now, yeah, we're going to go and hang out with the kids now, Caroline, aren't we? As I always say, onto the wonderful world of TikTok. But it's been a pleasure today. Like I said, it's always great when I get writers on that I've been aware of for years now. And I'm not going to make us both age what we are, but no, it's been a pleasure today. Thank
Oh,
you.
cheers. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, folks. Yeah, that's it. We're heading on to the world of TikTok now. But as Don Callis over at AEW Wrestling 7, I use this to close as always. Stay safe and stay over, and we will see you all next time.